as the AFC finalist in 2014 when they lost to his Patriots. He added, quote, "It was nothing personal. Coach Dungy knows I love him. I was just giving him a little grief." So, Marcellus, do you like Tom Brady's clap back?
I love this clap back. It was the sickest, simplest clap back ever because the best clapbacks, you actually use their hands. Brady didn't do anything. He just said, "Oh, look at what y'all are hanging up and hanging on to." Oh, come on. First of all, Dungy's not the type to push back. But even if he were like as petty as I am, there's nothing you could do in this moment. It is a wrap. Tom Brady closed all doors to this conversation and did it as politely as you can while destroying another person. Tom Brady killed this one. I mean, I'm really looking actually for what the counter could be. Like, oh, Tom Brady's clapback was too far, extreme, excessive. What do you got?
I'm gonna go the opposite direction. I don't like it because it wasn't a clapback. Sal, you ever gone to a poetry event or like a spoken word event? They tell you not to clap. Exactly. Don't clap. They tell you snap.
Yeah.
This was like a snap.
Love
back.
Jones.
Like,
Shut up.
It wasn't really nothing. If you gonna go there, Tom Brady, go there. You 5-3 versus Dungy. You beat Dungy 2003 AFC Championship game to win the Super Bowl.
Facts.
You beat Dungy 2004 divisional round en route to the Super Bowl. If you gonna go there, Tom Brady, go there. What I don't get is, Sal, there's a 2014 banner of the Colts he was mocking. Tony Dungy wasn't a coach for the Colts in 2014. It's like his clap back didn't even land. His message didn't even hit the target. Like, he was knocking Chuck Pagano. I think Pagano was the coach. Like, I don't get that one, Sal. Like, make that one make sense.
Well, all right, what do you know Tony Dungy for? It would come down to Tampa and Indy. But where did he have his grand success? In Indy. So it's like, look, I ain't gonna get you. Oh, you gone? I'm gonna rob your house. I'm gonna take everything from Interesting. And that's what I think Tom Brady's trying to do. He's trying to shoot up the house. He's like, oh, you ain't there? I'm just gonna send you this.
But don't you feel like, bro, when you scoring on your homeboys, you know, in the locker room, hey, what kind of shoes? Them shoes and so why you got them fake J's on? And then I'm scoring on you and you scoring back on me. Then all of a sudden you go clown the person like to my left or to my right. Like, no, that me and you was going back and forth, Sal. Why are you now clowning? Oh, boy, whatever. You weren't even in this conversation. Like, that's what it feels like to me. This was a Tony Dungy, Tom Brady conversation. AB conversation. What they say, see your way out? He went and brought somebody else in the conversation.
Yeah, but I think, one, we got to respect who Tom Brady is and what he stands for and what he represents. He can't go all the way down in the mud like we want him to because he's Tom Brady. He's TB12. He has a lot of companies and a lot of equity to respect and to represent. But you're bearing the lead. I think we're having the wrong conversation. Let's have the good conversation about how Tom Brady don't give a damn since he left New England. Like this dude has been on record not only saying, I'm never going back to New England. The weather sucks. He's breaking and entering in Tampa. He's getting fined by working out. Everything Tom Brady is doing is completely almost 180 of what we would have saw with him in New England. Been on Howard Stern, everything. Don't poo-poo on the freedom that Tom Brady is exercising right now and his clapback. It wasn't a bullseye to you. But to me, if I hit everything around you, what do you have left?
But don't you feel like he shouldn't even have clapped back? It's one of those things where it's like, you know Tony Dungy, he like everybody grandpa. Like, Tony Dungy don't mean nothing by nothing. It's like when you hanging out with one of your friends and, like, they accidentally insult someone, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm going to jump down their neck. Wait, they didn't mean it. They didn't mean it. Calm down.
Okay.
That's how I feel like the situation was. Tony Dungy's not trying to insult. Even in the sound bite, he was like, hey, no disrespect to Tom Brady, one of the greatest of all time.
Okay, I'm going to butcher something, but I think you know where I'm going. Aren't you one, well, now your ass is old, but weren't you one of the 30 most influential under 30 or something like what was it? Clean it up.
Forbes 30 under 30 list on
Forbes 30 under 30, right?
Yes,
okay, and I see that, and I'm like, bam, oh. And then someone asked me what's my list, and I leave you off it knowing you. And people are like, was that smoke towards Acho or not? Tom Brady's the GOAT, greatest of all time, right? They asked Dungy, what are your greatest quarterbacks of all time? He went Elway, Rodgers, Young, Marino, Manning, Brady. That's a diss, dog.
You knew what he was.